Yeah, I guess that was another question that I had for you is like on some of these properties on the MLS that I've looked at and stuff, like, I mean, some of them have been on there for, months and months. And like, they're not amazing turnkey deals, but they're not bad either. But
Mhm.
at the same time, it's just kind of like, well, why has it been on there for so long? But
Part of the reason that those properties are still on the market is oftentimes they're overpriced, right? And think about someone who wants to sell a property, but maybe they've got a larger portfolio and they're not really focused on that one. They leave it on the market and they kind of forget that it's on the market. And then, they'll drop the price here or there, but they're not really thinking about it a whole lot. And so that is a huge benefit to you because if it's on the market longer than 15 days in this type of a market, it's overpriced. Right? It's overpriced for what you're getting. They might have gone under contract at that amount, and then someone goes in and realizes that the foundation's built on quicksand and like all these terrible situations, and they back out because it's not worth it to them, which means that they're charging too much for what for the value that the buyer is receiving. All right, so I encourage you go in. The longer that it's been on the market, the more flexibility you have with what you offer. I just closed on a triplex yesterday that was listed at 200. I offered 175. They accepted, and then I got some credits in concessions, either $3,000 or $6,000, and so I ended up making pulling $30,000 off of the price tag just by offering lower. That's happened the same way for a property that was listed at 85. We closed at 72. I offered 70, and then we closed at 72.5. So that's very, very doable. I generally recommend your offer for something that's been on the market a while. I think 15% off, maybe 20%, depending on the property. Some properties are just unreasonably optimistic, right? The seller says this thing's worth there. In fact, there's a quadplex on the market right now in my market that they've listed at 255, and I offered 205 because that's about as good a price as I can offer. And they're stuck on 255. And I kind of chuckled a little bit with my property manager saying they are going to have a hard time selling that thing at 255. And it's still on the market, right? So it's won under contract a few times and then come back on the market. But it turns out the seller, he's got tenants in there. He's still getting paid. So he's just going to wait until 255 is his number. He's just going to wait until someone pays him, right? And that might be 6 months, but he's comfortable with that, and that's okay. But that's one of the things that I really appreciate about on market properties is in a hot market, if it's been on the market a while, you have negotiating power. You've got more leverage to be able to talk that price down.